All right, guys, you know, a lot of people want to move to Costa Rica and live in Costa Rica, and for a lot of different reasons. But one of the bigger reasons now is a lot of people, there's a big group of people that believe their country that they're currently living is going a little south, you know, maybe getting a little too fascist concerning these vaccine mandates. So you do not want to be vaccinated. And Costa Rica comes up on the map because they weren't mandating vaccines. But it's getting a little complicated because things are happening December 1st that complicate stuff. And we're going to get into all that. I'm going to offer perspective. But before we start, I want to let you know this video is for two different sets of people. If you're vaccinated, you're good, man. Don't even worry about it. You're in, you show your vaccination, everything is great. Do what you want to do, roam around the country, live here, get your residency. But if you're unvaccinated and you don't want to get the vaccine, but now you're worried about what's going to be happening December 1st, which I made a video about, I want you to watch this video. And the other people is unvaccinated perpetual tourists who already live here, don't want to get vaccinated, think about getting residence here, but now they're worried again about this mandating vaccines December 1st. What's it all about? What's it mean? What's some perspective? Maybe they haven't been here long enough to know Costa Rica. I've been here 16 years. I think I can offer some of that. But anyway, we're going to get into all that. So two groups. If you're a tourist, I'm going to make another video about December 1st. This video is not for you. Two groups. Unvaccinated perpetual tourists who already live here and people thinking about living here, but now worried because of the December 1st mandate vaccine thing. Anyway, guys, I'm Michael Allen, TravelCostaRicaNow.com. TravelCostaRicaNow.com is a travel agency. Go to TravelCostaRicaNow.com, fill out the 4-minute form. You'll be that much closer to the vacation of a lifetime. We're like you, having best friends who live in Costa Rica, who know Costa Rica, totally hooking up your Costa Rica vacation. Hey, man, I appreciate the subscribe, but if you want to be updated on what the heck is going on, or you want to see videos we do, you got to hit that notification bell. I can tell by the emails people are missing videos, and it's not your fault. It's YouTube. They're not telling you, but you have to hit that little bell. Then you will be notified, and you can make your own choice. I want to watch it. I don't want to watch it, but at least you know about it. So please hit the bell. Okay, a couple things first. One, I don't give a fuck if you move to Costa Rica or not. I just try to give perspective and information so you can make a good choice. Maybe Costa Rica's, you know, not for you. All right. I don't get a commission. So, also the video I just put up like yesterday was talking about this upcoming vaccine mandate starting December 1st. And I was looking at the comments. It's got a lot of comments on that video. And it was very clear to me that a lot of people didn't watch the video. They basically commented on the thumbnail or the title of the video. They literally, some of you guys are making, not all of you, but some of you are making life choices, you know, your future, and you're basing it on a thumbnail. Man, come on, watch the video, man. There's good information. And then it might not make you look kind of, I don't know, a little, I don't want to say stupid, but when you comment, when you obviously didn't watch the video. All right, so watch the video, especially if it pertains to you on this subject. Okay, so where are we? First off, here's how you get into Costa Rica, and here's how you've been getting into Costa Rica for the last months, and at least November, December is going to be the same. So I can speak for November, December. Right now, you need in Costa Rica, basically, you need two things: health pass, proof of vaccination. If you can prove you've been vaccinated with all that proof stuff, get in that way. The other way is you unvaccinated people, you bad people, you know, is the health pass and traveler's insurance for your length of time you'll be in Costa Rica. Two ways, man, two ways. Health pass, proof of vaccination, health pass, traveler's insurance for your length of time. Those are the two ways that people have been getting in Costa Rica, and at least November, December, it's going to be like that as well. But what happened? What happened? So it comes out starting December 1st, apparently you can get into Costa Rica, but you can't do anything. So You will have to prove to get into hotels, restaurants, bars, casinos, churches, sporting events, national parks, commercial centers, department stores, and the list goes on. Sodas. You know what a soda is? A soda is those little mom and pop restaurants. They're very little. Sometimes there's just tables and chairs where they just serve like the typical food. So that's a soda. There's thousands of them. So even to get into soda, you are going to have to prove you've been vaccinated. If you live here, you know how funny this is, and we're going to get to that in a second. So to get into all those places, so again, commercial centers, hotels, restaurants, bars, casinos, you're going to have to prove you're vaccinated to get into those. Your QR code or whatever you got to show, you're going to be asked for that, right? Okay, so now there's a couple, okay, so, but the essential businesses, they call them essential businesses, you don't have to prove you've been vaccinated in supermarkets, banks, pharmacies, and hospitals. Those are the big four. There might be some other essential businesses because, you know, COVID doesn't go into those places, right? And by their math, but you can kill those people because you can go in there without being vaccinated. The logic of all this. But anyway, so supermarkets, little grocery stores, you can get in, no proof of vaccination. You can go into banks, you can go into pharmacies, and you can go into hospitals. Okay, so this is important. This is important. I want to first say how the Tico culture is here, because that's also important. I thought it was a joke, but it's kind of true. They are, I don't want to say sheep, because they kind of believe the government, man, because the government's saying, hey, we're just following the science. I'm not getting into that. I'm not getting into this debate right now, but so they follow the science. If the government tells them to get vaccinated, they're going to get vaccinated. So when they ask you if you've been vaccinated and you say no, they're just going to go, oh, really? Why not? That's weird. They don't care. There's not going to be an argument. No one's going to start yelling. They don't give a rip. They're just going to be like, really? Why? So that's their attitude. That's kind of their attitude. They'll just be like, why wouldn't you be vaccinated? But they don't care. They don't really care. I think the proof is going to be whether you're wearing a mask or not. Because wearing a mask, you have to wear a mask in basically little stores, banks, all that. You have to wear a mask. Outside, no, but going inside, you do. And if you didn't wear a mask going in, they might kind of go, oh, we got a wild one here. But then they even have a hard time coming up to you then because they don't want any trouble. You know, it's just the way they are. I've been in a bunch of places where I wasn't wearing a mask, mostly accidentally, and they don't say nothing. But anyway, so that's kind of them as a culture. So again, there's not the argument about like what's going on in other countries about people yelling at you, you know, because you're not vaccinated. It's not this vaccinated versus unvaccinated here. They just don't care. They get vaccinated and they just probably wonder why you're not. But anyway, so the reason this is funny and funny to people that live here is because it's totally not enforceable. It's kind of ridiculous. It's kind of it's almost like I could probably make an argument that maybe President Carlos Alvarado maybe got a memo from the WHO or maybe Biden himself or something says, hey man, you got to take this, we want to see you're taking this serious and we're not going to, I don't know, give you money. I'm not saying that's true. Could be. But so remember, you can come in without the vaccine, but you're not going to be able to go anywhere. And the only people that are going to be able to police this are the actual restaurants, hotels, bars, casinos, department stores, commercial centers, national parks, adventure tour companies. So there, you know, I live in Fortuna. This is a tourist town. If you don't know, I live in one of the biggest tourist towns in Costa Rica. I already today and yesterday asked people about this. I'm not vaccinated. I am not anti-vax, all right? Just to make that clear, I think a lot of you, there's a lot of unhealthy people, older people, people that should be vaccinated. I really believe that. But for me, and you know, for what's going on with me, I'm just not there yet, and I'm not vaccinated. Do you think this December 1st thing is going to cause me to get vaccinated because now I'm worried that I can't go get a beer? You think I'm worried that I can't get into a bar or restaurant or do something? It's not going to happen. And if it does happen, it's only going to be for a minute. This is not sustainable. The only way this sticks, literally the only way this sticks, if some other crazy variant comes out And again, they got to do something because it's a crazy variant. It's killing people left and right. But if it pretty much stays the same, numbers are going to go down. This is not, I think this is going to happen in almost anywhere. People are already pushing against this. They don't like, maybe not so much in Costa Rica, some people, but you know, that whole freedom thing, freedom of choice or whatever. But you know, Southwest did not cancel because of weather. They canceled because there was a lot of employees that said, we're not getting the freaking vaccine. So what happens if I make a video, part 1 and part 2, which part do you think gets the most views? Part 1 does. And part 2, people leave for a lot of different reasons. Maybe they forget there is a part 2, or they didn't like part 1. There's all kinds of reasons. Well, this is what's going to happen. You already need boosters, man. You already need boosters. They're already trying to vaccinate in the beginning, give people the 2 shots. As this gets to be a thing, or you know, people already know COVID's serious, and it is serious, but we have to live with it, and people are starting to get that understanding. I really do believe it's going to go, again, unless there's some crazy variant, into like a flu-like status. Maybe 2 steps above the flu, but still maintained like that. I think when this starts dying down in a sense of numbers, that there's not going to be so much focus on, let me see your vaccine card, are you vaccinated? I don't think it's going to be like that, because it's not sustainable, and especially maybe where you're from it is, but in Costa Rica is definitely not. There's no way they say no to me going in, getting a beer, and me and my friends spending money on food. They have an economic crunch here, man. It's not going to happen. I'm not saying it can't happen for a minute. Maybe they kind of play the game for a minute. But you people thinking about living here, you have to worry about one thing, and I will let you know when this happens. So the only video you really got to look out for. If they mandate that you have to be vaccinated, the only way you can get into Costa Rica is to be vaccinated, then you'll know they swallowed the pill, digested it, ate it up, and that's what it is. And you know what? Even then, I think it's going to change. Even then, I don't think it's sustainable. I think they're going to start seeing that the numbers are going down, whether it's tourism or people that want to live here. They want people here, man, and they would be stupid. Well, not that they can't be stupid, but so unless they mandate that you have to be vaccinated to get into Costa Rica, you got nothing to worry about, man. I seriously, I think you can ride this out. I don't think it's a thing. I don't think it's a problem. Anybody that lives here and has lived here for any length of time, I don't think they're worried either, because they've been here. They know the soda people, the restaurant people, and they're not going on too many zip lines. They're not going on too many zip lines. And I just think it can be ridden out, and it's not sustainable, and it's gonna get ridiculous. But I will let you know if they go south, man. If they go south and make it just a mandate to get in, we'll see. And I could see why that might be it for you. You're like, well, I'm not going to wait for that, Mike. I can't take a risk. I'm moving from Germany, damn it. I can't move there and then all of a sudden find out that it is going to be a mandate. I understand that. I totally get that. So that's where we're at, man. That's my perspective. That's my perspective. Anyway, guys. Oh. One quick more thing. You people that are only basing this on the vaccine or non-vaccine. I saw the comments, man. Oh, well, fuck Costa Rica. I'll move to Nicaragua. Fuck Costa Rica. I'm going to Mexico. Okay, that's fine. And I get that, and that's fine. But if you literally are only making your decision on your future, where you're going to live based on a mandate of a vaccine, I will take 3 vaccines right now, today, before I would live in Nicaragua. And I love Nicaragua. But I wouldn't live there now for nothing right now with Ortega and what's going on over there. There are so many disadvantages to moving there. I would take the vaccine. You know what I mean? So, I'm just trying to show you. So get it? Anyway, guys, hope you understood all that. I'm Michael Allen, travelcostaricanow.com. Peace, guys. Hope it gave you a little bit something to think about. Things are going to pop up, my videos. If you think about living or traveling anywhere, always do your research and homework. If it's Costa Rica, no place better to start than, nobody's going to give you what we give you. I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it. All right, man. Enjoy your weekend.